Hey guys, I decided to record you a video today because the Facebook Live wasn't going so good. The videos were wonky. But today, actually, we're going to do what is called my seriously quick eyeshadow routine. Jason's teacher was just here and we need to go out and about and do a few errands. So we need to have a quick eyeshadow routine. And I'm going to show you all about that right now. Very easy, very quick, simple, kind of like a almost natural look as per a request from one of my friends. So what I'm going to use today is what I call my e.l.f. Cosmetics eyeshadow palette for dummies because it is got everything that you need: base, lid, crease, and line. However, we're going to go totally opposite from those. Okay, so the first thing, as always, we're going to take our little powder. We're going to cover the whole lid. And we're just going to get a base going. Not the base that's in the eyeshadow, but just a base. I'm getting better about doing this on camera. So we've got the base started, and now what we're going to do is we're going to dive into that little eyeshadow palette. Okay, so I've got the powder on my eyes. I'm going to dip into this. We're going to start with the copper color. And I'm going to get out my little mirror. And I am using my fluffy brush. Probably hard to see since the other videos were quite wonky. See what I have on there. I'm just going to tap that off real quick. And I am going to go along that brow bone with the copper color. And for today's purposes, I am actually going to, because we're doing a natural look, I am actually going to take this and I am going to go in a V and I'm going to drag some down on my eyelid like so. Not a whole lot because, again, we're going for a natural, so we don't want anything too like crazy. We're going to blend out. You can see the difference between both eyes. So I'm going to grab some more of that crease color and we're going to go in on the other side, do the same thing. I'm just going to go right above my crease onto the bone. And then I'm going to start dragging this onto the corner of my lid. And I think because we're going to add a couple of other colors, we're going to bring it out just a little bit. Nothing too serious. We're just going to bring it out a little bit past the lid. So then there's that. We're not going to blend just yet because we're going to put a couple of other colors in there. Like I said, we're just going for something simple. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the color that says lid. We're not going to put it on our lid. We're going to put it in the crease right in here. So real quick, I'm going to grab that lid, and I'm still using my fluffy brush. I'm going to grab my mirror here, and I'm just going to go in the crease, and I'm not going to follow all the way down. I'm kind of just going to tuck it right into this spot right here where I'm going back and forth, just for a little extra color. Again, the whole point of using the different colors is to kind of get like a blended, I guess, differential look. So it looks like you go from the light to the dark very seamlessly and, you know, without doing a lot of work when it really is a lot of work. So now I'm going to go in with the color that says line, and we're going to put a little bit of that on our lid, just a tiny little bit. And I'm still going to use the fluffy brush because in the first video, I think it was, the fluffier your brush, the lighter the eyeshadow is going to be. Again, we're doing a daytime kind of sort of natural look, so we don't want a mass amount of eyeshadow. So that's where the fluffy brush comes in. It's very fluffy. It moves very easily. And we can put on a light amount of color in a small area. So I'm just going to kind of go right in the corner and a little bit on the lid with this color. Right in the corner on the lid. Like I said, we're doing kind of a natural look, nothing serious. As you see, you really don't see much of the difference. And that's kind of what we're going for. We're not going for anything crazy or crazy nonsense. So I'm just going to lightly brush some on the lid, tiny little bit in the crease. And make sure both of your sides are even. Like I said, we're going to go up on the lid just a little bit. And then since we don't have a whole lot of color on our brush, we really don't need to switch brushes. I'm just going to kind of wipe it off on a towel real quick. And then I'm just going to kind of go in and I'm just going to blend this all together. Nothing too serious. You can see the little difference of the color variation. Not a lot. It's just kind of like a goldy coppery tone. You could always add more if you wanted to. And that's just the basic of what I'm going to do. I'm really not going to do anything else other than a little bit of these colors. Like I said, we're running a few errands. We're going to Walmart. And that's it. Now, again, I'm going to open my little $6 eyeshadow palette, which I have been using for the last 2 videos. And we're going to throw on just a little bit of the 2 gold colors. And that's pretty much how we're going to end our look, with a little eyeliner and mascara. Nothing serious. So I'm just going to kind of wipe off my brush, make sure I got all the excess off. And I'm going to start with the darker gold. And again, shimmer. So when it comes to shimmer, you always want to pat on. You don't want to rub, or else you're going to end up with sparkles all over your face. If you don't mind sparkles on your face, then go ahead. Rub that to the heavens. It really doesn't matter. Like I said, there are no rules for eyeshadow. These are just simple little tips. And you guys, I bought that little e.l.f. Cosmetics for shadow palette for dummies is what I call it. I bought that, guys, for $2 at the supermarket. $2 at the supermarket. Yes, the one that we are using today, I bought for $2 at the supermarket. So now that I have a little bit of that gold on there, I'm going to take the lighter, kind of like champagne color, what was in there. I'm going to get some on my brush, going to tap it off a little bit, and now I'm just going to kind of tap that right in here on the corner. Nothing serious. Like I said, we don't want anything crazy. We're just going for kind of like a natural look and give us a little oomph for the day. And I'll actually drag that up a little bit further. Like I said, nothing serious. You can barely see that it's there. That's kind of what we're looking for. And as always, if you feel that it's a little too much or you went a little crazy, you can always blend that in. Or if you feel like you want a little bit more, then go ahead and add a little bit more. Now, all we're going to do is we're going to do a little bit of eyeliner. And again, this was a foreshadow palette by e.l.f. Cosmetics. I literally bought it for $2. Not even joking. $2. So I'm just going to get out my mirror and hope that we can get some eyeliner on without screwing it up too badly, because it's kind of hard doing it using a little mirror and you only have one hand. So I might have to put this down for a second, and we're not going to go crazy with the eyeliner either. As always, I'm going to start from the middle and I'm going to go to the end. And guys, another thing that I was asked too is, I forgot to mention this yesterday. I do not use a sharp eyeliner. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. I do not use a sharp eyeliner. I actually, once I sharpen it, I kind of roll it around on a piece of paper or a toilet paper. Um, Especially this one because it is very, very easy to use and it glides on pretty smooth. That's why you don't see me tugging on my eye while I'm using this one, because it's very, very simple to use. And you guys, this was a Wet n Wild, $1.99. I actually love these eyeliners. I have them in several colors. They've never done me wrong. They're good. They've got a really good formula. They go on nicely. There's no patchiness. Like I said, I don't have to pull my eye out to use it. And also, if you notice, I don't know if you can notice on camera, I'm not going in directly like this. I'm going from side to side. I find that if you go in directly in certain spots in the middle of your eye, you can get like the bumpy where it looks like you've like dragged it along, kind of like a drag mark. If you go across like this, it's much easier to use. You get a smoother line. If you don't feel like tugging on your eye because, you know, you get it all over the place, this is very easy to use it like this. This also goes for one of the felt tip liners, and it also goes for liquid liner. Very much easy to use if you just kind of drag it across sideways rather than doing the whole, trying to do it like this. It's very simple. The only time I ever pull my eye out is when I do the water line underneath. Mommy. Jason. Will I what? Oh, absolutely. Just give me a second and I will tie your shoe. So, like I said, if you need to go in and do it straight on for like the corners of your eyes or whatnot, then that's all well and good. But if you want to get a nice smooth line right across the top, go straight across. No big deal. All right, so we just got that top liner on. We're doing nothing serious. We're not doing any wings. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to look down. I'm going to do some in the waterline real quick, and then we'll just finish the look underneath. Okay, so I did my waterline. And all I'm going to do now is I'm going to go in with my little smudge brush. I will tie your shoe in just a second, Jason. You need to relax. I'm going to go in with my little smudge brush just like this. I'm going to clean it off because we did all that crazy nonsense with black yesterday, and I did not wash my brushes yet. And I'm going to go back into my little palette. I'm going to use this darkest color on the bottom. Well, actually, let's start with a little copper. We'll do a little copper first. Why not? We'll go crazy. We'll do a little copper. It's always best when you're doing your under eyes if you start with a lighter color before you go ahead and slap black on, because sometimes, depending on the formula of black you use, it's going to be quite dark. So I just threw a little copper on there. You can't even see it. I'm going to go in with the one that says line, because now we're actually going to use it for the line rather than just kind of, you know, off in the space. I'm going to actually go in right on my lash line. I'm just going to go back and forth. And there you go. Same thing on this side. Back and forth, and we're done. I'm going to throw on some mascara, complete the look. I'm just going to kind of use my blender brush. Not really blending. I'm kind of just smoothing out this line. Because I don't think you guys can see it, but I have like a colic in my bottom eyelashes, and it sticks out. It kind of makes it look like this right here is darker than everything else, and that drives me nuts. But again, we all have flaws, so apparently there's never going to be anything that I can do about it, so might as well try to work with it the best that we can. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to throw on a little of mascara. And I'm not going to do my hair because I'm going to wear a hat today. So I'm going to throw a little mascara on, nothing huge. Like I said, I honestly don't usually ever if I'm going out someplace, I don't normally at night, like weddings and stuff, I don't normally wear mascara. I have like no eyelashes, so I use the fakes. And if you all want to know how to do that, then just let me know. Because I'm sure we can work out a little tutorial on doing some fake eyelashes. And you guys, that's my look for today. That's it. Plain simple. Face is done. Lipstick's on. Eyeshadow's done. Now we're ready to go. Pretty much, I did my face to look like I'm wearing nothing except for a little mascara and eyeliner. Any questions or comments, just post them down below and try to answer them. I am recording this, and there is a time on Facebook, so maybe I'll do a video later and answer all the questions that I got again in my private messages this morning. We'll have to see about that later. Like I said, I got a few things to do, got a time limit, got to be home by 2, so see you guys later.